hear you've decided to come on a cruise. We're gonna have a great time sailing around the Bahamas. And I know that Minnie and Donald and Goofy and Flippo are really excited too. This has gotta be fun, and I can't wait to see ya real soon. So long.
Hey, good morning. It's 6:45 on a very exciting day for me. This is the start of Tropic 1 2019, which is a trip I've been planning for a bit over a year now. It started literally on the first day of 2018, after the DLP-NYE party. I started thinking, hey, what if I went on a Disney cruise? Well, now I'm going to do that. So this trip takes in a 3-night Bahamian Disney cruise, and then another extra day, one more Disney day, at the Magic Kingdom. So it's going to be a really exciting trip. I haven't been to Disney World since 2012, and I've only been once. So even though that's only a day, that's cool. And then it's my first ever Disney cruise before that, so it's going to be a really exciting trip. There's going to be a lot of stuff. Right now I need to head off to the airport to get on my 10:15 flight from Heathrow to Charlotte Douglas, and then I'll be taking a flight from Charlotte Douglas later in the day to MCO Orlando. So join me, we'll take a look at the trip on the way, some travel stuff, and then later in the series we'll get to actually being on the cruise and stuff. It's going to be a really cool trip. I'm really excited to share it with you, so let's get going.
My journey began with a short trip on the tube to Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 station. From there, it was a quick run through the underground passages on travelators to Terminal 3, where American Airlines are based at Heathrow. After dropping off my bag and clearing security, I found a seat near my gate area and waited for the gate to be announced. Foregoing breakfast, as lunch was to come early on board the plane. Before too long, I was ready to proceed to the gate, where I was one of the first to arrive. The aircraft was on time, so even having arrived quickly, I wasn't waiting around for ages. Boarding was by a jet bridge, definitely the best way to get on board an aircraft if you ask me. Speaking of aircraft, today's first flight was with an American Airlines A330-300. The A330 economy seats on this flight came equipped with a modern in-flight entertainment system and weren't even close to sold out, meaning there was often a bank of 4 seats for just 2 passengers. Once up in the air, this was the case for me as well, so I shifted over for some extra space. The seats of course recline and come equipped with USB charging sockets. We were also supplied with the customary airline pillow and blanket. The IFE provided some limited live TV programming, but this was mostly news and some sports content, so no die-hard style tuning into local broadcasts of The Simpsons today. But of course there was a wide array of movies and TV shows available on demand, including a Disney section and a designated kids menu restricting choices to those appropriate for the wee ones. Titles can be favorited, so you can browse and queue up choices for later. I picked out a few options, including recent movie releases like Crazy Rich Asians and my favorite episode of the Mickey Mouse series currently airing from Disney Television Animation. When playing back, there are a decent number of options for languages and closed captions. I stuck with English and no captions for obvious reasons. And for map fans, the IFE provided the usual plane tracker, complete with airspeed, distance, and timing in a variety of languages which were cycled through over time. Not long after takeoff, we were given the perennial chicken or pasta choice for lunch. I went with the chicken and received this rather excellent chicken, rice and mixed vegetable dish. The rice and vegetables were prepared well and the chicken came in an absolutely delicious sauce. I thoroughly enjoyed this. It easily defied the airline food jokes you often hear. Also included was a bread roll, a light salad, crackers, a bottled water and a carrot cake. Despite being pre-packaged, the carrot cake was also lovely and perfectly moist. Shortly after lunch was served, my drink service began and I had a classic Coca-Cola while enjoying more in-flight entertainment. Then an unexpected treat arrived. The glory of ice cream on an airplane. A little hard at first, but once I had a few minutes to warm up and soften, absolutely delicious. Ice cream would soon become a theme of this trip. American supplies these earbuds for use with the IFE, apparently sponsored by Avis for whatever reason. These were unsurprisingly a bit naff, but they worked, so if you were caught short, you'd be fine. I opted for these over-ear JVC HAL50s instead. Very portable, simple headphones. Perfect for air travel. A very welcome Christmas present for my parents. No adapter necessary today. These seats have standard 3.5mm headphone jacks. As you no doubt spotted, later in the flight we were supplied with these packages of mini pretzels to munch on. We were definitely kept well fed and watered. On that note, as we approached Charlotte, our final meal service arrived. 2 hot barbecue bourbon beef mini pies, a scrumptious snack to enjoy our approach to the USA. A alongside, in my case, more Coca-Cola and Battle of the Sexes on the IFE screen, followed by more Mickey Mouse. Upon arrival into Charlotte, I was fairly stunned by the warm weather and sunshine, hence the perplexed expression on my face here. As I remarked at the time, with the cold winter I was escaping in the UK, I had rather forgotten about the warming energy of the Earth's sun. My next flight wasn't for some time, so I relaxed a while in a rocking chair, enjoying the ambience of Charlotte Douglas International Airport. Later on, I picked up a Cinnabon and headed up to enjoy the apron view from the mezzanine. The next flight to MCO, Orlando International Airport, was aboard an Airbus A321. These domestic planes lack IFE systems, but in-flight Wi-Fi makes up the shortfall. I didn't pay for the internet access, but I did use the same on-demand library as the previous flight through my phone's browser. American had literature promoting this and promising that in the future they will be adding seatback mounts for phones and tablets to improve the experience. For now, I made do with a stand I had with me. But before starting enjoying the in-flight entertainment on my phone, I enjoyed the view out of my window as the plane taxied to the runway and then took to the sky. course, my attention returned to the window for a descent into Orlando.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to first welcome you to Orlando, where the local time is approximately 10 p.m. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has started.
After a long day, made even longer by the delay on my Charlotte to Orlando flight, I proceeded straight from MCO to my hotel for the night, the Best Western Airport Inn and Suites, which provides free shuttle transit between the airport and hotel. Though at this time of night, I did have to call the hotel to let them know I needed picking up. My standard room was lovely and spacious, with decent modern fittings and a comfy bed. This time of night, there wasn't much of a view to be had. But the good news is, the bathroom was well appointed and spotless. The room includes a microwave and fridge for self-catering in addition to the coffee maker in the bathroom, though as I was only here one night, I didn't make use of them. My travel companions for this trip, Clip-On Mickey and Baby Oscar, did make use of the armchair though. As for me, I just used the TV to watch a rerun of that night's episode of Conan before drifting off to sleep. Tune in next time for Embarkation Day, where the fun really begins.